To understand the requirements of privacy, the threats must be first identified. One of the most comprehensive lists of privacy threats is the taxonomy of privacy developed by Solov. This taxonomy describes the different kinds of activities that impinge on privacy. It consists of 4 basic groups of harmful activities. There are information collection, information processing, information dissemination, and invasion. In addition, each of these groups consists of different subgroups of harmful activities. First, the information collection is not necessarily harmful, but in some cases can constitute privacy threats. Surveillance and interrogation actions can occur when such threat occurs. Information processing refers to the use, storage, and manipulation of data that have been collected. Privacy issues related to information privacy can arise from how data are handled and the availability to link the results back to the individuals. Potential sources of privacy threats in this area includes aggregation, identification, insecurity, secondary use, and exclusion. The area of information dissemination encompasses the revelation of personal information. Potential sources of privacy threats in this area include breach of confidentiality, disclosure, exposure, increased accessibility, and etc. The fourth area of privacy threats is invasion, and it involves impingements directly on the individual identifiable information. Several standards, laws, and regulations intended to protect individual privacy are available. The ISO Privacy Framework lists 11 privacy principles here on this slide. One of the most comprehensive initiatives in protecting privacy is European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, the GDPR. It was approved by the European Parliament in 2018 and with an effective enforcement date of May 2018. There are 7 key principles at the heart of the GDPR. They are listed here on this slide as well. The GDPR is designed to harmonize the data privacy laws across Europe to protect and empower all EU citizens' data privacy. It is also intended to reshape the way organizations across the region approach to data privacy. It is important to understand that any company that works with the information related to EU citizens must comply with the requirements of the GDPR. In the US, there is no single law or regulation that deals with privacy. Rather, a collection of federal privacy laws handle various aspects of privacy, like healthcare privacy, national security privacy, e-commerce privacy, etc. Many of them impose mandates on private and public companies, as well as government agencies and departments. To counter privacy threats and comply with government laws and regulations, organizations need a set of privacy controls. A useful and comprehensive set of such controls is provided by the National Institute of Standards and Technology's special publication. It's called Recommended Security Controls for Federal Information Systems and Organizations. This set of controls is organized into 8 families and has in total of 24 controls. The first set of family of controls we're going to introduce here is called Authority and Purpose. This family of controls ensures that organizations identify the legal basis that authorize particular personally identifiable information collection. It also ensures that organizations identify the legal basis for activities that impact privacy and specify the purpose for personally identifiable information collection. These controls would be embedded in a policy statement. The second family of controls is accountability, audit, and risk management. This family of controls is for governance, monitoring, and risk management and assessment to demonstrate that organizations are in compliance with applicable privacy protection requirements and minimizing the overall privacy risk. It includes 8 controls, and they are listed here on this slide. The third family is data quality and integrity. This family of controls ensures that any personally identifiable information collected and maintained by organizations is accurate, relevant, timely, and complete for the purpose of its use. It includes procedures for supporting the quality of personally identifiable information that are collected or created and the documenting process to ensure integrity. The fourth family is data minimization and retention. It limits the collection and retention of personally identifiable information that is actually needed to achieve its purpose. The fifth family of controls is individual participation and redress. It addresses the need to make individuals active and participants in the decision-making process regarding the collection and use of their personally identifiable information. It includes consent, individual access, redress, and complaint management. And the sixth family is security. This family of controls ensures that technical, physical, and administrative safeguards are in place to protect personally identifiable information that are collected or maintained by the organization against losses, unauthorized access, and disclosure. These controls are designed to supplement the organization's security controls that may be relevant to privacy. Such controls include the maintenance of an inventory of personally identifiable information and developing a privacy incident response plan. The seventh family is transparency. This family of controls ensures that the organization provides public notice of their information practices and their privacy impact of the programs and activities. This includes procedures for notifying individuals of the status of their personally identifiable information and the dissemination of privacy program information. The last category of controls is the use limitation. This family of controls ensures that the scope of personally identifiable information use is limited to the intended purpose. This includes developing policies and procedures to limit internal access to personally identifiable information to only those personnel who require and are authorized access, as well as similar policies and procedures for third parties outside the organization. With respect to awareness and training, the National Institute of Standards and Technology Special Publication Guide to Protecting the Confidentiality of Personally Identifiable Information suggests to address the following topics listed here on this slide. For the next part of this lecture, we're going to introduce documents and record management. These are two specific types of information. Document is structured for human comprehension. It refers to a set of information pertaining to a topic represented by a variety of symbols, and it is stored and handled as a unit. A record is a subset of documents. It clearly delineates terms and conditions, statements, and claims. A document may be modified, but once created, record is not generally modified. Document management is about capturing and managing documents within the organization. The record management is about creation, retention, and scheduled destruction of organization's sensitive and important papers and electronic records. Computer-generated reports fall into record management domain, but traditional data processing files does not. Document management system refers to the software that manages document for electronic publishing. It generally supports a large variety of document format and provides extensive access control and searching capability across networks. Record management system is software that provides tools and aids in record management. This table here summarizes the key differences between document management and record management. They differ in purpose, storage, automated processes, security, and disposal. The document management is a key business function because of the importance of documents to the operation of an organization. This table here on the slide lists some of the important roles and purposes of documents within the organization. Although the focus of document management and document management systems is in the ease of creation and use of documents, security must be an integral aspect. One key element is the management of document lifecycle, which consists of 5 phases. The first phase of the document lifecycle is capturing documents from various sources and placing them in a document management system. The next phase is classifying a document to give it business context and allow metadata to be assigned. And the third phase is distribute. This phase is related to allowing documents to continue through the lifecycle and gathering additional information to be reviewed and approved. The fourth phase of the document lifecycle is manage. During this phase, documents are presented to users through various interfaces and applications to make the delivery as seamless as possible. The final phase of the document lifecycle is retain. This phase is about keeping the documents for a period of time, defining the classification, before archiving or destruction. Security mechanisms need to be implemented to ensure that security objectives are met during each stage of the document lifecycle. In addition, as in other areas, an organization should develop acceptable use policies and awareness programs with respect to documents. Compared to document management, record management is a vital business function that requires stronger security measures. A general process for record management is shown on this diagram on the slide. A record management starts with capturing records, and these records are then identified, classified, prioritized, tagged, and indexed. Next, these records are stored and a repository of records is created. The access to records is carried out through the repository. And finally, a disposal of records is achieved either by archiving or destroying the records in the repository.